Welcome back. In the last video, I walked you through phase 1, defining what you want to build. Now comes the phase that most non-developers never see. Phase 2 is architecture decisions. This is basically the moment where someone looks at your wish list and asks, what tools do we need to make this real? Think of it like building a house. You've told the architect you want 4 bedrooms, an open kitchen, and a view of the water. Now they sit down and decide what foundation type, what framing materials, what HVAC system. You don't need to know how to pour concrete, but you should understand why the choices were made because they affect everything downstream. The front end is what you see, the user interface, the chat window, the buttons, the layout. We built ours in something called React. React is a JavaScript framework that's extremely well supported, widely used, and something Claude knows deeply. The key decision here was to keep it simple. One file, inline styles, no complicated multi-file component systems. Because simpler means faster to build, easier to debug, and less surface area for things to break. The back end is what you don't see. It handles requests from the browser, talks to the AI, reads your email, queries the database, and sends responses back. Ours is built with Node.js and Express. When you type a message to Jarvis, you're not talking directly to Claude. You're talking to our server, which then decides how to handle your request. The database is memory. Jarvis needs to remember things. We use a database managed through a tool called Prisma. In development, we use SQLite. In production, we use PostgreSQL, hosted by our cloud platform, Railway. Authentication, we use a service called Clerk. Clerk handles everything login related and generates secure tokens that prove you are who you say you are. We didn't build any of this ourselves. We plugged in a tool that specializes in it. That's a pattern you'll see repeatedly. Don't build what already exists. The intelligence in Jarvis comes from Anthropic's Claude, specifically a version optimized for tool use, meaning it's particularly good at deciding when to search the web, when to read an email, and when to just answer from its own knowledge. Every external service requires an API key. These are essentially passwords. They never go in the code. They live in a file called .-env on your local machine and in environment variables on the production server. This is non-negotiable security practice. Architecture decisions are mostly about choosing your tools before you start. Make good choices here, and everything downstream is easier. In the next video, phase 3, we actually set up the development environment on a local machine. It's easier than it sounds. Promise. See you there.